Okay. My hope is everybody can hear us and everybody can see us.
Yes.
Step
Hold,
one.
please.
That's step one. No, dog, you do not get to be right by my microphone. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Yes, he does.
I know. He's a good boy. Okay.
Oh, that's not fun. Hold, please.
What's wrong?
So I'm trying to get it to recognize the microphone, and it's only seeing my iPhone mic.
Okay. Hi, Vinny.
Why are the two options iPhone or none?
Hey, Vinny, since you're the first one on here, um, can you see us and hear us? That's the question of the hour. Hi, Jules, or Jules, either one of you. You guys are the best. Thanks for just like hopping
Hi,
on here and
friends.
being like
Hello.
ready to go. Yes, sounds great. And we see you. Okay.
Cool.
I love this. This is good. This is good things.
Can you still hear us?
I can.
Okay. I just don't think it's picking up the mic.
But like something's picking up.
Yeah, but
because
it
like...
always does that though with the pass through. Like even when we were doing streaming on TikTok before. Also, hi everybody who's joining. Even when we were doing streaming on, like before we would join live, it would do that like hissing noise.
How are you guys connecting to? I wonder if it's a ninja issue.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Let me see.
Hey, look, there's us. I pulled the stream up so I could see the comments.
Do we look good?
We look great.
Okay.
This is very disorienting.
I look very focused.
Sorry, I'm like in the middle of the stream right now doing this. I apologize. Okay, it's not that. It's got to be room settings. That's where I just was. Okay, I'm gonna wonk this out for a second. Bear with me.
Yeah, take your time.
What is that? No, I don't want that. Okay, I want
What's
this.
this called? Video Ninja.
I need. No, I don't want to mute you. Scene options. Audio settings. Oh wait. No, it's only giving me iPhone on here too. Do you have to allow it at the top of your, like, you know how like sometimes on like browser windows?
Yeah, you have to give it permission or whatever.
Yeah. Because I don't see anything on my end offhand.
No, the only thing that it's letting me do or not do is the camera, because I had to give it permission. I actually gave it permission to use the microphone. What's happening is it's not picking up the microphone as a source.
Right. And we're plugged in? Like, we're plugged in directly to your phone?
Yep, yeah. So I have the USB dongle,
the
USB converter, and it's the same setup that we've always had.
Yeah.
There's nothing different.
I wish I had an answer for that.
I wonder if Video Ninja is just like not compatible with this mic. You know what I mean? Like,
well, mine is working on my end, right? Because like, that's my mic. Can you guys hear that?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're on your phone?
I'm on my laptop because I have to be to run OBS.
Okay. I wonder if that's what the issue is. That something about the phone interface with Video Ninja can't detect the external.
I'm way too far to the side now. Okay. We're going to
just mute.
There we go.
I have a question. How is the sound quality, not just to you, Jackie, but to everybody else, with just the phone? And I'm thinking we're going to have to invest in some other solution going forward if this mic won't be picked up anymore.
I think it sounds fine to me, to my ear.
Okay. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. Oh, no, not you, Siri.
Not you. I don't even know
She
you.
said, it's okay. And I was like, I'm not saying excuse you.
Most assuredly not, but thank you. Yeah, alright. People in the chat are saying it sounds fine. So if you're fine with it, Jackie, we can just abandon the mic for today.
That's fine.
And we can... I'm going to have to do more research. I have a strong feeling that I need... It's possible that Video Ninja on the phone does not pick up external anything, no matter what. Or, so like in that case, we can figure out the laptop interface, or I can see if there's something that it will eventually pick up if it's just not like the dongle or that particular mic.
Right, because like I know I had issues with my phone for a while whenever I had the adapter, right? Like, and it wasn't the straight USB. I had to finagle it a little bit. So maybe that's it. But yes, we can do more research on that for the future.
Yes.
Because, yeah, I don't know why it would. I don't know. I wish I did.
Why would any of this be doing any of this?
I wish I did, and I just don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to make it work.
We are hashtag going through it.
I'm just trying to make it look good for everyone.
Verizon podcast. Oh, God. Also, thanks, Jules. You also stay safe. Everybody stay safe. Because this is going to be quite a weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This weekend, guess what? So this weekend is supposed to be the kids' first color guard competition. Our first wins competition with the group that I work with. My husband has, I don't know, a billion things going on at Solo and Ensemble this weekend.
I don't know.
And we're supposed to get...
I don't know that any of that's true anymore.
And we're supposed to get anywhere from 5 to 18 inches. Nobody knows.
Literally what we're experiencing.
Is that it's like, it could be 2 inches, it could be 17 feet. No one's going to know.
You may never leave your house again.
Yeah.
But how who's to know?
Yep.
How can we possibly predict?
Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great, you guys.
My favorite thing is that I had a work trip scheduled, so I was gonna fly out Monday morning and then fly home Wednesday morning.
No, you're not.
And everyone still seems to be under the delusion that like we can make this work, and I'm like, guys,
I don't think that's gonna work.
No. Like even if no. No. Sorry, I'm not. No.
What is that? Why do I have like a little that? Can you see that? Make that go away. No. Hold on. There's like a little arrow. There we go. It's gone now. We're good.
I do see your mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay, there you go.
It's gone.
We're good.
Whee! That's yep. Okay, can you still see it now?
The mouse? No,
it's
beautiful.
Gone.
Beautiful. Love that.
Crushed it.
Nailed it.
Well, I have like 5 different windows open right now, and I can't minimize any of them, or all will go away. And I have like this much in the bottom of my screen where I can see our notes.
Cool. Well, that's fine. The good news is you just have like the light lifting at the end. Like pretty easy.
Perfect.
I think we're gonna crush this.
Perfect.
5 to 8 inches predicted in South Jersey. Yeah, Vinny, we're a touch north of you. We are dab smack in the middle of the state, and so it's like 8 to 16 is what they're saying. I think it's gonna end up being like 10 to 12, realistically. The ice is what I'm more worried about. I think everyone feels the same way. I'm just like, no thank you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't know what ice we're supposed to get. I think we are, where I am, I think I am barely far enough north that we're not getting the like sleet ice mix.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the way the banding is working across
I
Ohio.
was gonna say the
Yeah.
last pretty colored model that I saw,
It's like 3
which
stripes.
was beautiful but horrifying.
Yeah. It's
I
like
think you are like
the
just
middle
north
stripe.
of that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm in the middle stripe. Or the
Yes.
top stripe, depending on which model you're looking at.
Because there's now 17 different models. You know?
There sure is. It's great. It's so great. Okay. Can I just say I'm proud of myself for figuring this out like 90% of the way. We got to figure out your microphone situation. But I did it.
But you can hear us.
Yeah.
That's
know.
fine.
I did
we
it.
can work it.
I'm so proud of myself, you guys. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. I needed
Well
that.
done, everybody.
I needed that win. Because it's been a time.
It's been a life.
So true.
Life is
so
terribly and insufferably long.
yeah. It's been good. It's been good.
All
Okay.
right. On that note, everybody ready to podcast?
Yes.
Also,
Goodness
apologies
gracious.
in advance
Guess
if I start like coughing out of nowhere.
you're
Or,
good.
like,
You are so good. After we figured this out last night, I like went upstairs to tell Andrew what was going on, and I couldn't get through a sentence without coughing to the point where I was like coughing so hard it was almost making me physically sick. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is fun. This is great.
Yeah.
Thriving over here.
This is fine.
Doing
Wait,
wonderful.
Where's my little This Is Fine pop?
Oh,
Where'd he
where
go?
is he?
Oh, I think he's out. Where'd I put him? Here he is. So,
Perfect.
you know that This Is Fine dog?
Yes.
I send it constantly at work, and so for Christmas, one of my coworkers got me the little Funko Pop of him.
This is amazing.
It's perfect, and it's literally I can't tell. I send this 14 times a day, like to everybody that I know, constantly.
Yep. Perfect. I love this. This is wonderful and amazing. I love this.
This is fine.
What was I going to say? I don't know. Just, yes, let's get started. Oh, that's what I was going to say, because I have to wake my children up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh,
God.
No. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
let's take a step in here. No.
Speed run
Because
through this.
their whole competition got moved up super early, and now they have to be places super early, and so I have to get them up at 5 a.m.
Godspeed. Let's not do that. I think this isn't gonna be our usual 47-hour long podcast.
No.
Not that I don't love talking to you and I don't love chit chat
Valid.
with everybody.
Valid.
For your own personal sanity, though, we're just gonna.
As someone who cannot wake up at 5 in the morning and it's a disaster, I
That's
understand what your kids will be feeling.
the only exception to that is if we are going to Disney.
Oh,
if
of
we're
course.
going to Disney, I've never
I
seen
have to wake up at 4 in the morning if we're going to Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
You wake me up
Yeah.
when we're going to Disney World.
I'm like, let's go, Duck, we gotta go.
It's crazy.
The last, like,
Nemo,
2
First day of
times...
school. First day of school.
Yeah. The last 2 times that I've flown, I have flown out of Cincinnati on a 5:45 a.m. flight. So that means I'm, like, getting up at, like, 2. Getting up, I say. I'm taking an hour nap and then going to the airport at that point. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so I feel that. But, like, otherwise, like, you don't... on weekends when we don't have anything to do, which is rare because life...
The one weekend a year where that occurs.
I don't get out of bed until 10 at the earliest.
Good for
Yep.
you. I am built as a morning person. There's nothing I can do about it.
Certainly am not.
I wish I was.
I love you.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
I'm glad you're here. Okay. Oh, I need to start my recording.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to do that. I did that.
Okay.
Perfect.
That was easy. It's just
Ready
a
to
button.
rock?
Oh, no, my mouse. Okay.
Oh, no.
It was creeping. It was like, hey.
Not your mouse, Catool.
Okay. See, now Jess and I are both coughing up a lung.
I can't laugh. I'm coughing. I'm sorry. I
It's
can't.
so sad.
I can't be.
And all I
less,
do is laugh.
I can't be less funny. I'm sorry. It's all I
It's
know
okay.
how to do.
You're forgiven. Yes, same, Anna. Early flights are the best. Early flights to go and the latest possible flight to come home. So that's how I roll too. Okay, are we ready?
Let's
Ready.
rock.
Beautiful. Welcome everybody to Mom Street USA. My name is Jackie, aka Wishes Mama, and I am joined today for this hub episode by our good friends Duck and Jess. And today we are going to be talking about 5 unique things to do at Walt Disney World. So some of these things we've talked about in other episodes, but we're kind of compiling them together in a fun little quick list of, if you're looking for something to do that is unique to the Disney parks, well, you have found the correct list to do so. So that is the goal for today. But before we jump in, Duck and Jess, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing great.
As we're recording this, it's a touch cold outside,
Yes,
so we are nice and bundled up indoors. We have the heat nice and high, so we're doing okay, all things considered.
Yes, we are recording this just a few days before it will air, so you guys will understand very well what we're going through if you're listening to this in real time. But the majority of the nation right now is preparing for a massive winter storm, so it's going to be a fun weekend. But hey, that means I just get to edit this podcast without interruption because we can't go anywhere. So, there's the bright side, I suppose.
Forced productivity.
Yep.
I love it. Awesome. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into our info that we have today. So, Duck or Jess, who's starting us off today?
I'm starting us off.
All right, Jess, what you got for us?
All right. So all of these things might not necessarily be unique as in you can't do them outside of Disney World. But they are unique in that it's kind of shocking that there is the availability to do these things in Disney World. So we kind of plan this around the idea of like wanting to do not a park day, but also not wanting to do a day just at your resort. So these are things that you can travel around Walt Disney World property and get to participate in. So the first thing on the list is fishing.
I can go fishing places that aren't Disney World? What?
I know, it's shocking.
How will I ever recover?
Listen, it'll be hard, but I think we'll get you there.
All right, go on. I'm prepared.
So Walt Disney World offers both dockside fishing and guided bass fishing excursions. So first we'll talk about the bass fishing ones. So guests can pick from 2 types of boats for this experience. There is a Sun Tracker Fishing Barge, which is a pontoon boat that fits up to 5 people, or a tournament-style nitro bass fishing boat, which can accommodate up to 3 people.
Nitro is trademarked. I just want to throw that out there. I don't know what that means.
I was gonna say, I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not even gonna go there. I have no idea what nitro bass fishing is.
Nope.
I believe that I think nitro, I don't know if it's the boat brand or right, like, but like the nitro style is more like a speedboat type boat, right? It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact. And then the other one is a pontoon boat, which is slightly larger, hence why it can accommodate some more people on there. So I think it's like when you think of like a dinghy going through a bay, like a nice family-sized boat versus like a cool college kid speeding through the waterways. Like I think that's where they diverge.
Okay, sure, we'll go with that. That sounds good.
That's
to have boat knowledge.
My educated understanding of this. If we're wrong, please somebody correct me. I am a dock fisherman. I catch and release, and I make my dad bait the hook when we go out with
a
him.
Man holding a fish in his profile picture, like
angrily
yelling about the difference.
Typing furiously in our comments.
That's it. I just know somewhere some bass fisherman is screaming out in anger.
Okay,
sorry,
anyway.
We've offended you.
Yes, I apologize.
No one should be shocked that we're like tangenting already. We're like, 2 minutes into this podcast. It's fine. We're good. We're good.
Yep. All good over here.
Anna said, yep, it's a boat. Pretty much.
That's all I know.
That's pretty much it. Anna in the chat says, yep.
All I need to know.
That's a boat.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's on the water. It seems safe.
Yep.
We're cool.
Yep.
Awesome. I love it.
Back on track, regardless of which style of boat you choose to go with, you can choose either a 2-hour or a 4-hour excursion. Sometimes if there is availability on the day, you can tack on an extra hour for additional fees.
I do just want to say that they do not let you schedule this ahead of time. This is something that you can discuss day of with your guide. Yeah, your tour guide as you approach. I think it just comes down to like safety, heat of the day, number of other boats that are already booked, right? Like during the real peak season, I don't think you'll be able to tack on that extra hour, but if it's a slower day, you have the time and are interested, I think they'll let you tack it on.
Yeah. All right, so what is included with this excursion, you might ask? So you get an experienced guide to help you along your excursion, life jackets for everybody, but they are only required for anybody 12 and under, and Disney and us recommend that adults wear them as well because safety is super important.
Please, 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 wear your life vests, folks. Yes. I know it seems a little silly as an adult, but it's genuinely important. Please, safety first.
Even if you think you're an experienced swimmer in like different types of waters, you never know. So it's always best to be safe.
Listen, I want the handle ability for a guide to reach in and grab me out as fast as possible. That's why I'm wearing it.
Just get pulled out.
Yep, that's why I'm wearing it, because I don't want to have to try to climb my way out of the. Nope, no one wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
All right, so you get your life jackets. You get a rod and reel. You get some tackle included, and the option for artificial or live bait. But the nitro boats cannot accommodate the live bait, so the live bait is only an option if you go with the little pontoon boats.
Oh, you also get assorted Coca-Cola beverages.
Oh yeah, I completely missed that. Yeah, assorted Coca-Cola beverages.
So it is a Coca-Cola sponsored event.
Of course. Like all of Disney World.
Exactly.
Listen, at least they have the superior soda.
So true.
Not to get controversial.
So listen, you're throwing some shade here. I agree with you. We are # not sponsored, but
right. I've been sipping my Coke Zero the whole time.
Yep.
If someone wants to throw some sponsorship money our way,
right?
Done.
I mean, listen.
I'm gonna right hand turn this really quick. Jackie, feel free to cut this. However, when Oreo Coke came out, I went feral for it.
Oreo? Wait. Oreo Coke?
Yeah, dude. There was an Oreo Coke collaboration. It was sponsored by Nitro and Coca-Cola.
Listen, if you know those hookups and if you know someone to sponsor, let's get this going, girly pop.
Yep.
Yeah. So there was an Oreo Coke collab. So there was like an Oreo flavored Coke and a Coke flavored Oreo cookie. The cookie I did not love as much, but the drink I loved so much. We were down in Disney World and I bought an Oreo Coke sweatshirt. That is how much I loved this soda. Mm-hmm. I am heartbroken that it was a limited run
thing. We hoarded cases of it and they were drinking it after it expired.
It wasn't that expired. It was like a month. It wasn't going to kill me. All right? It was fine. You're making it seem like I was drinking slime out of a can.
No, yeah, it wasn't that bad. But
it wasn't. We're being a little dramatic.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. I need to turn these notifications off of my Slack. And I don't know how to do it, you guys.
Rip.
Okay, well, hopefully it's going to go off again. I don't know if you guys could hear the little Slack noise when it went off, but...
I couldn't, but I also don't
Okay.
I also don't set up, so...
It's probably on the recording, which is part of the issue, but that's fine. It'll just...
Anytime I listen to podcasts and I hear the Teams noise, I'm like, where was that?
Yeah.
What's happening? So someone out there is going to be like, who's messaging me on Slack?
Mental note to turn that off before the next recording,
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Okay. Well, normally when we record on Thursdays or Friday afternoons, it's not as bad, but there's it's for the WINS group and there's rehearsal going on right now, so things are happening. So anyway. Yes, anyway. Sorry. Okay, let's continue, shall we?
Aside, yeah. So, guests are encouraged to bring their own food and beverages, though. And guests that are of age are permitted to actually bring alcoholic beverages on board. But do note, though, that the amount that is allowed on board is at the discretion of the tour guide. So just be mindful of your consumption for your safety, their safety, everybody's safety.
Have a good time, but a safe time.
Yes. Yeah, it gets real hot on those boats. You're in
Florida.
Does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sneaks up on you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever been to Epcot in the dead of summer, it catches up quick.
Yes.
It does.
Yes. So let's enjoy responsibly.
Yeah. Be safe. Yes.
Especially
all right.
children are with you. Anyway, continue.
Yes. Yes.
Please be responsible of bringing small children.
Yes.
Mindful consumption, but particularly if there are children about. Yes.
Yes. Alrighty, so the marinas that these excursions leave from are Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, Caribbean Beach, the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian. I'm going to say that again. The Grand Floridian. I don't know why that was a tongue twister. Old Key West, Polynesian, Port Orleans Riverside, Wilderness Lodge, and Yacht Club.
That's a lot. Like I
That is a lot.
I knew there was fishing at like Port Orleans and some of those other ones, but like when I saw them all listed, I was like, that's a lot of places.
Well, because it's pretty much anywhere that's touching any of the waterways, right? Like if you think about the water taxi or things like that, and it's everything that's around Bay Lake, so it's almost all of those resorts that are right next to Magic Kingdom,
right?
And then it's like Yacht Club, which is then touching the water by Epcot, right? So like it's basically anything that you can get to via boat transportation or the ones that are right by Magic Kingdom.
Right. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Yeah. So the price of these excursions, so it's about $270 for the 2 hour and about $450 for the 4 hour. Like anything in Disney, it's got like dynamic pricing. So depending on the time of year,
dynamic
this can go up, this could be cheaper. But those are kind of the rough, like typical estimates of what these excursions cost. So yeah, but if you do have somebody in your party that really loves fishing, and you have downtime on your trip, this could be a lot of fun to be able to say that they went fishing in Disney World.
They also, just so you guys know, offer discounted rates in the afternoon for solo fishers. So if there's just one person, right? Maybe one of the parents, the kids are down for a nap. One parent wants to hang out in the air conditioning. The other parent kind of wants to go do some fishing or do another activity. They do offer a solo angler discount in the afternoon specifically. So just inquire, just ask. And it's a pretty hefty discount. Again, it's a little difficult to give exact numbers because it depends on the demand and availability for that day. But it's a pretty hefty discount, and you still can choose from, I think, the 2 or the 4 hour.
Now that price is per boat, not per person, correct?
Correct. Yes, that is the full boatload of people is $270-ish for the 2 hour or $450-ish for the 4 hour. Correct.
Beautiful. So you got to think about it when you divide that out. It's not terrible.
Yeah, if you have 4 people, 2 of them or 3 of them are adults, got a couple kids, right? Like it seems a little surprising, but when you remember that you get like an experienced fishing guide there, you get all the equipment, you get unlimited Coke Zero if you so choose.
Right, because you're essentially paying for the equipment rental as well as the guide's time as well as the boat rental. So,
Yeah. So it seems a little pricey, but when you break it out like that, like the per adult rate, it's much more reasonable.
Right. For sure. All right. We have another fishing experience, right?
Yes, there is one last fishing option. So that is dock fishing. So if you are somebody who cannot do boats because of motion sickness reasons, you can still enjoy fishing off of the docks of Fort Wilderness or Port Orleans Riverside. So the gear rentals here usually include the fishing pole, tackle, and bait, and it costs you about $5 per half hour, and they have half day and full day rates available.
It was actually I think it was the very first time that we stayed at Port Orleans Riverside. I felt like I was having a stroke from the heat because like all of a sudden scampering down the runway, these 2 little kids carrying the biggest fishing poles I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, what? And then you then see poor mom trying to run behind them and catch up. But I was still just like, where are they fishing? What are they fishing? Hold on.
What is happening?
Oh yeah.
Time out. I'd necessarily, now that I'm thinking about it, go fishing in the waters at Disney World.
Well, you're not swimming in the waters. Let's be clear. You're not. They stock it, right? These are.
Like I catch a gator.
These are. Right. Then we have a pet. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's a terrible idea.
It's a great idea. It's a great plan. Yeah, no, I get the hesitation, but it it is infinitely more safer than folks are thinking when they're like, let me just stick my arm in the water.
Right.
No, don't do that. But with the fishing pole, you're okay. There's a little separation.
Right, it's not directly your hand coming into contact with whatever wildlife you may find in the waters of Florida.
Exactly. You're not like, ooh, water moccasin. Let me just nope, that's not what's happening.
No. Don't do it. Okay. Okay, let's move past the fishing. I think we've talked enough about what to do and not to do. Let's move on to another animal, shall we?
Yes. Yeah. This one also kind of dangerous, but not for the reason a water moccasin is. If you are interested, WDW also has horseback riding available. So, this was a shock to me the first time that I found this out. I actually found this out from a travel vlogger years ago. They've been offering horseback riding for quite a number of years. And I didn't, obviously, it's just such a surprising thing. But it's extremely popular. It's almost always booked. So this is one that has a window that opens 60 days in advance. So if you think you or somebody in your party would be interested, make sure to get that booking. But a little bit more information. So guests that are 9 years old and up can go horseback riding through very scenic Disney trails. There have been, please go look it up, the vlogs. It is a beautiful little trail that they take you through. There's all kinds of fun little wildlife. There's armadillos. There's little squirrels. It's going to make you feel like very Disney princessy. You know what I mean? Like, you are certainly in nature there, which is a very fun experience when, like, 3 feet down the road is a theme park. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's very much a complete drastic 180 change of pace from the theme parks.
100%. So this is offered at the Tri-Circle D Ranch in Fort Wilderness. It is about a 45-minute excursion, but round that up to an hour because horses sometimes just go at their own pace.
So true.
It's a nice leisurely trot through nature. Don't rush it, but just make sure that as you're planning your off day or what have you and your activities around this, just give yourself a little buffer room, if you will, in case the horses just feel like moseying on through the trail. I do want to note though that there is a minimum height and a maximum weight that Disney will permit for this activity. So the minimum height is 48 inches tall. And the maximum weight is 250 pounds. And riders can expect some assistance getting onto the horse. They must be able to follow all directions that are given by the cast member and be able to sit on the horse comfortably for the duration of the experience. So, just a little bit more information to make sure that activity is right for you. It's not the most accessible activity, so just for folks' consideration as to some more info on the horseback riding.
Yeah, and they do also offer at the same location like pony rides for kids that are younger and shorter than like the requirements here. I literally think 48 is the top height requirement that they allow. So like either way, you're going to be able to find something. So they do also have like pony rides for younger kiddos if you like want to do both and like figure out the timing and kind of coordinate all of that. So that way, maybe you've got an adult in your group that's like, I don't need to ride a horse. I'm going to take the little ones and go watch them be adorable on a pony.
That's it. We're going to do the nice pony ride. We're going to get some nice family photos. Yep. Everyone, the older kiddos and you guys, you can go take that nice trail ride. Go say hi to the armadillos for me.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is the nice thing that they have a lot of options. You can also just go to the stables too. So like if you are like, I don't really know, or like, I'm not really sure I want to do a whole hour on a horse, valid, totally fine. You can also just go visit the stables and go see all the good working horsies that live there. 'Cause all of like the horses that you see in like the parades at Magic Kingdom, that's like the place that I think of them the most, right? They live at Tri-Circle D. So like you get to like go see them and look at them and see how beautiful they are. I just love horses.
You can pet them and tell them they're doing such a good job.
I know. Yeah. It's so good. My favorite thing is like now that like social media has like picked up on this more, every time we get to the Headless Horseman in the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, there's so many people that like know the names of the horses that ride in that parade now, and I'm like, there's a such good boys and girls, and I love them.
It makes me so happy. They're working so hard, and they have fan clubs now, and it's awesome.
I love it. I love the awareness via social media now, because it's just they deserve it.
Yeah, they're just little guys.
I know, I love them. Okay, I'm done, I promise.
No, totally fair. Please gush over them.
But yes, so long story short, you can see the horses and the ponies and ride the ponies and ride the horses and have a good time over there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It is, I didn't mention this up top, it is $65 to book per person to book the horseback experience. Do you know how much it is offhand for the ponies?
I don't remember, but it was not that expensive because I looked into it for my daughter. At the time that I looked into it for her, my son was already too tall, which is like, because I didn't think when they were younger, neither of them were going to be prepared to do that at that time. So I needed to wait till they were a little bit older. And by the time we got to that point, my son was too tall. He's very tall.
Well, that kid grows like a weed.
I know. He is like, so total side note, we just took him to the doctor for some checkup things this week, and he's in like the 90th percentile for height.
Yeah, wow. I believe it. I really do. I mean, that kid's tall. He's going to be tall.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, so I don't remember. I want to say it was like 40, 45 maybe, but don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, I'm genuinely unsure on that one. And I actually didn't see it. Now, that doesn't mean that it wasn't listed. I just didn't see it on the site. So it could be one of those things where it's like, it fluctuates a little bit based on the day. Are you researching? It is a very helpful friend in the chat, Jules, says it is $10.
Is it only?
Thank you.
Is it only 10? It is $10 per child. Look at that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That. Yeah, I remember being like, yeah, and there's the only thing with the pony rides though is that's right. You can't make a reservation. It's like first come, walk up situation. So
line up at 5 a.m. to get your child on this pony.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. And I have to laugh because Sarah and Ty and Katie and I have been discussing that we want to go horseback riding on our next trip down. So I think we're gonna have to make that happen. And Ty talked about that he was gonna dress up like Woody when he went.
Okay. Well, if he does that, you must make a video.
Oh, there will be all of the videos. And all of the content, because then it went into this whole spiel about who we were all going to bound as, because we wanted to bound as people that rope dropping the pony ride. We wanted to bound as people that had horses. So then we were looking up like Merida and
Philip.
Yeah, right. Like exactly. We were looking up like all of the different, and Woody was on there. Elsa because of Knock. The water
Mulan?
Horse was on there. Mulan, right? Exactly. So like there were a lot when we were Googling it, and we were like, yeah, I think this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. So
I'm sold.
Yep. Yeah. There will be pictures and things forthcoming because of course I'm gonna make a video, but of course we're also gonna take ridiculous photos because that's just what we do.
Yeah, that's literally the point of being alive, is taking ridiculous photos.
The literal point of being alive.
100%.
I love this. I'm here for it. Okay. You switched. Oh, that's true. That's right. You did, Ty. I forgot. Switched it to dressing like a horse to ride a horse. My bad. That is exactly what you said you were going to do.
Deeply unsettling.
Yep.
Okay, so Ty, are you going to have one of those horse masks?
Inquiring minds need to know.
I have to know.
Yep. I am trying to figure out how to not see my mouse in the middle of all of this. This is going great, you guys.
We're doing good.
We're doing it. Okay. Shall we move on to our next activity?
Yes. Now that we have prices established, $65 for the regular full horse ride and $10, but no advance reservation for the pony ride. Yes. There we go.
Yes.
Now that we have that settled.
Perfect.
One of the other things that you can do
does not involve animals.
That does not involve animals. Well, perhaps.
There's still lots of wildlife, Jess. You never know.
So the reason why I say perhaps is because golfing is what we're going to say next. And all of these golf courses are technically designated wildlife sanctuaries.
Of course
specifically by the Audubon Society. So, like, you're going to encounter a lot of birds, and I, like, low-key want to go golfing for the birds.
You go golfing so you can bird.
Well, I was thinking about it, and I was like, how can I trick my parents into joining us on a Disney trip? I was like, oh, obviously I'll tell my dad I'll go golfing with him.
Yeah.
And then he can golf and I can bird. It's perfect.
Yeah, I actually booked a tea time for my dad and my brother-in-law on our last family trip, and
love.
sent them off on their merry way to go golf, because that's like their jam. That's what they do, like, everywhere. You know, like, that's like, my dad is in like multiple golfing leagues. It's just his thing. And they loved it. They had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, golfing has been around at Disney as pretty much as long as Disney World has been a thing.
Right.
Even when my dad talks all the time. He hasn't been to Disney in 20 years. I mean, we went all as a family when me and my sister were younger. But he always talks about the trips when we go down there, how he was always able to get like a nice early tea time, get it done and get it out of the way, and really enjoy the golf course. He always talks about how much he loved those courses. So, I mean, these are like real deal courses. There's 4 of them, which was actually a little surprising to me. I thought they had 2. I did not know that they had 4. So they're all pretty highly rated. They're all very well regarded. I'll run through them. But what also sort of lends an additional air of, I don't know, credence or whatever, that these are actually owned and operated by the Arnold Palmer Golf Management Group, which runs some of like the top courses in the world.
Yeah, they're legit. Some of them are like PGA golf courses.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the first one that we'll talk about now, it's called the Lake Buena Vista golf course. It is the most famous one. When you think of golf at Disney, you're thinking of this course, right? It is hosted the PGA Tour, the LPGA Tour, USGA events, charity events, like every major golf tournament that comes through Disney, 9 times out of 10 have been hosted at the Buena Vista golf course. Like, that is the big one. That has 18 holes, so that's just a standard course. And again, is like the big one where they host all the tournaments. We then also have the Magnolia Golf Course, which may shock you, but it's named for the magnolia trees that are planted everywhere there.
No way.
A well-themed name. I respect it. So this actually was redone fairly recently, only back in 2023. This whole course was reimagined. So don't worry, the trees are still there. Don't panic. But if you have played this course before, it could be worth revisiting. I've seen some updated reviews that have said like this was a much needed refresh and really added like some fun challenges back into the course. This is also a standard 18-hole course. And why I keep saying that is because of our next one, which is the Oak Trail Golf Course. So the Oak Trail is called the Oak Trail because there's oaks everywhere, and it is a walking trail.
What?
You can't... I know, shocking. Disney really on theme with these names. But this is a walking-only course. It is 9 holes, and so it's like a perfect size to just like sneak in a game, or if you want to get some golf in but don't want to commit to the whole 18 holes, or maybe you're like a more of a beginner, right? Like maybe you're not totally feeling up to the full game. This is a good option for you, and it's like a nice, beautiful course, as all of these are, to just like take a leisurely stroll through the course as you're playing, you know? So our 4th course is the Palm Golf Course, which I'm pretty sure has palm trees everywhere. If I had to just take a shot in the dark.
Just a wild guess.
Crazy
guess.
Concept. Crazy idea. But again, this is also a full-size 18-hole course, but Disney self-describes this as what was the wording? Their championship course. So this is particularly challenging. There are like a ton of hazards, sand traps, water hazards. Like, it is a very real deal challenging course. So this is like, if you are serious golfer, like probably your father and brother-in-law would like this, my father would like this, like real serious golfers. If you're like me and can't even hit a hole in mini golf, then I don't think this is for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Catch me just bird watching over on the Oak Trail.
My dad and brother-in-law opted out of this course because they were like, we want to enjoy our golf game and not be miserable getting caught in the sand and the water all the time. So,
yeah, that's extremely fair. It's, I mean, they say it's their championship course. Like, it is intentionally difficult. So, Ty saying there was a 5th course, Eagle Pines, that unfortunately no longer exists. Yeah, Vinny, do you know offhand what happened to that? Because that is, my dad actually asked me if it still existed when I was talking to him about this. And I told him I didn't think so, but I don't know why they closed it.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder where it was. Like, if it became like a resort or something. You know what I mean? Like, depending on where it was on property
what
and
happened.
stuff.
TBD. I could also just
so interesting.
This.
I also love that Anna said, I mean, the Imagineers are tired. Give them a break for naming the golf courses.
Accurate. It closed in 2007 and was redeveloped into the Four Seasons Resort Orlando and Golden Oak Luxury Housing.
There you go. So
that's why
Golden Oak stole the 5th golf course. That's crazy.
As if rich people don't have enough. They're taking the extra golf course.
That's wild. Yeah, resort expansion. Yeah, no, the Golden Oaks. That's crazy.
I'm actually shocked is probably the wrong word. That's a little mildly surprised. You know, like why didn't they? I'm actually surprised that they just totally redeveloped it and didn't make that then the golf course for the rich people.
Right, like a private.
That's for folks to have like a private golf course.
Yeah, I wonder if they do. I wonder if they do. I wonder if they have like a 9-hole course that's private to their.
It could.
Development.
We'll never know.
No, certainly not.
That's none of my business.
I'll never have Golden Oak money.
I have no right. I have no right to even wonder. About that.
No.
Zero.
In fact,
too poor to think about it.
That's right. In fact, somewhere, some rich person just got a cold chill down their spine thinking about those spores asking about their golf course.
Oh man.
Okay, so now that we know that that poor Jess is dying, you're okay. You want water?
I'm good.
All right.
Good.
Now that everybody around me is collapsing, and now that we know that Eagle Pines was destroyed in favor of the rich,
womp womp.
If you want to golf any of these still 4 existing ones, you can. You don't have to travel with your clubs. You can rent clubs there. They have quite a wide variety. They have, I don't know, like 407 different golf companies that sponsor them. I mean, really, there's quite a variety that you can pick from. In terms of course fees, so the greens fees for these 4 courses can range. It's like between $40 and $200-ish, right? Like, that's such a wide, dramatic variety or range, rather. But it kind of depends on the time of year, which course you're selecting, right? So, like, Oak Trail tends to be the least expensive because it's only 9 holes and it's the walking only. And then the Palm is the most expensive. And actually, what's important to know is that winter, which runs from January to the end of March in this breakdown, is considered their peak season. So it is the most expensive time of year for them, and summer is the cheapest. Now, there is, because who wants to golf when it's 112 degrees?
Mm-hmm.
So what's nice, though, is that this does, because this is still on Disney property, so it does offer some of those traditional Disney discounts, right? So if you're a DVC member, if you have an annual pass, Florida residents, all of those groups that usually get some form or fashion of Disney discount, those can also be applied here. What's also really interesting is that they offer later in the day discounts, kind of like the fishing. So they offer discounts for 3 p.m. tee times, and then they offer super discounts for 4:30 or later tee times. So if that's something that's of interest to you, you know, if you prefer like some cooler evening golf, especially over the summer, right, where it's going to stay lighter longer, that is an option for you to play some of these more expensive courses at a pretty steep discount.
Yeah, when we did let's see, this was end of May, beginning of June, like Memorial Day time and a little bit after. The tee time for 2 people was $106. I just looked it up. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that was at Lake Buena Vista Golf Course that they went. So,
okay. And that was for both, right? Because it's you pay per group here, which I think is also important to note. It's not super common for greens fees to be per individual golfer, but just in case anybody's newer to golfing or your local club runs it a little bit differently.
Right.
This is what we're quoting here is per group. Now, some of the courses you can only have 1 to 2 people. I think Oak Trail usually leans towards 1 to 2 people. There seems to be the exception to that in the winter when they want some more, it's such a popular time to golf. So that can go up, I think, up to 3 or 4 people then. And then, of course, like 3 or 4 people seems to be the standard for the larger courses like the Palm course. So
yeah, and I know that like my dad and brother-in-law they were 2, and they got put with another 2 at their time. Yeah. So chances are that will happen, especially during those really busy months. So just kind of prepare yourself. But that's also fairly common at most golf courses anyway. So like that's not a weird thing that Disney is doing. It's just also something that Disney does too.
Yeah, just something to keep in mind because I think I've heard this feedback before from other people that I've talked to because oddly enough, my eye doctor, he's also a family friend, but he also is a huge golfer, and his son is a big Disney guy, and so they go down there pretty often, and he golfs every single time. And so he was telling me that, like, he goes either a single or with his son, and so they get paired standard, like with other people, right? It usually ends up being a foursome that goes through. But like that, more often than not, people are upset that they're getting paired with people because they're like, this is Disney. This is a premium experience. I shouldn't have to. Guys, it's still a golf course. Like, I get it, but like, it is possibly one of the busiest golf courses in the world. Like, I still need you. You don't get upset when you get paired with random people when you're going through a single rider line, right? Like, them's is the rules. I don't know what to tell you. Still applies here. Just because you're golfing doesn't change the rules.
Yeah, and I will say with golfing, with the tee times, it opens, there's like certain windows that you can book, and some people have further out windows, so like Florida residents and APs and stuff like that have different windows, but I think we booked 60 days out, and it dropped at like 8 a.m. or something, but we had no problem jumping on that morning and getting the tee time that we wanted. So you definitely want to do it like the day that it opens, but like it's not as bad as like dining reservations, let's say. You know, you have the ability to do it comfortably and not have to like stress about trying to book your
tea time.
Right.
Yeah, they might throw their club into the water hazard when they get there, but that's a different story.
Totally different story.
Yeah, that's a different kind of rage.
Yes. Yes.
Well, if regular golf isn't your jam, you do have the alternative of mini golf. So there are 2 mini golf courses that are available, and each of those mini golf courses have 2 options within them. So it's kind of 4 courses, but it's really 2 separate themes that have a few courses within each of them. So I'll talk first up about the older of the courses, which is Fantasia Gardens and Fairways. There's also Winter Summerland, which we'll talk about in a sec, but the Fantasia has been there as long as I can remember. I don't know exactly when it opened, but I have photos of me mini golfing at Fantasia Gardens as a child. So I am a full, most assured adult, so it's been there for quite some time. So like I said, there's 2. There's Fantasia Gardens and Fantasia Fairway. So Fantasia Gardens is like classic mini golf course, right? It's just Fantasia themed. There's fun brooms that are carrying buckets that might like get in your way. There's a twirling hippo, right? Like when you think of like very classic mini golf course, it's that, but with a Fantasia spin. That's truly what it is. Then there is Fantasia Fairways, which is Disney self-describes it as basically like a golf course, but made mini. So this is in my opinion, much less like I want to go mini golfing and much more like I am a golfer who wants to practice like a short game or a specific skill or something like that, right? So there's like rough patches and hazards, and like it's like a truly the definition of a miniature golf course, you know? So just something to keep in mind, because I do know people who picked Fantasia Fairways and were confused as to what was being presented to them.
Why it was not what they were anticipating Disney mini golf looking like.
Exactly. So that's the one that's sort of like the classic Disney mini golf experience. And then there is a much newer one, which I think it was like 2013-ish that this opened, called Winter Summerland. And the two courses here are themed to be a Christmas vacation for Santa and his elves. So they were looking around. There's like a fun little story on the website that I'm just like very abbreviating here, where they were looking around and they found Orlando, and then they decided that would be the best vacation spot. And what do elves like to do on vacation? Apparently mini golf.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not? People are going to Disney to go golfing and horseback riding and all kinds of stuff. So why not? Why can't the elves?
Right.
So the summer side of the Winter Summerland, is themed to like sandcastles and surfboards and Christmas palm trees, right? It's very adorable. It's almost like if what Olaf would make for a summer themed sandcastle. You know what I mean? Like
You're not wrong.
That's the vibe that I get from this. And then you might be shocked to learn this, but the winter side of Winter Summerland is winter themed. So this is like peppermints and hockey sticks and a melting ice castle, and it's truly like winter themed. I can't explain it any more clearly than winter themed. What I do think is fun though, and this is different than Fantasia, they meet up at the end. So it's like you can pick whichever side that you want to go to, but then both of these courses share like a co-themed 18th hole. I lost my place. Mini golf here is shockingly affordable. I don't know what the going rate for mini golf is these days, right? But I was like a little surprised that this was actually like for Disney relatively well priced. So both Fantasia Gardens and Winter Summerland are $12 for kids ages 3 to 9 and $19 for adults. I was like, oh my god, you can do something sub $20 in Disney. Let's go.
What a deal, what a steal.
Get out of here. I don't know if you know this, Jackie, but it used to be when you booked your Disney vacation package with Disney, you'd get the coupons to go to the mini golfing. Is that still a thing?
It is. However, oftentimes they don't mail them anymore. So you have to like be aware of it and either ask at the front desk, or I feel like I could be wrong, but sometimes they get preloaded into your app now.
Okay. Yeah, that might be what they're doing.
Like as like in your tickets and passes area of your app, I feel like I have seen that there. Where it like, because it's like a voucher or for mini golf. But yes, definitely if you've booked a package. Now this doesn't apply to room only and like separate transactions. I believe it has to be a package where you have purchased both a room and tickets.
Yes. Yeah. So we always get the vouchers, and I.
That was my dog.
Hello?
Sorry, my dog just like ran down here, and I was like, "That was aggressive. What do you?"
Mom,
need?
It's an emergency.
I literally him. Hi, go lay down. Lay down.
Him's so good.
Lay down. Go lay down.
Vinny confirmed that it's still a thing, and they mailed them to him. Okay, thank you, Vinny.
And
Anna's saying it shows up in tickets, like where your annual pass is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So thank you, chat friends. Yes, Winter Summerland was 99. Okay, Fantasia was 96. So I was 2 when this opened. Nobody do the math. I'm elderly. And then Winter Summerland was 99. Did they redo it?
I think they redid it because if I'm not mistaken, aren't there frozen elements? Or maybe that's the water park I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
I think they re-updated it and redid like theming of it in the early to mid to like 2010s, like you were saying. So, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna hello, editing Jackie. It's Lindsay here. And for all our podcast friends, I just want to correct myself before someone yells at me on the internet. Winter Summerland, as we were politely corrected by a friend in the chat, thank you, Anna, opened in 1999. I still am pretty sure that it was redone in 2013, which is why I had that in my brain. But please, I know there are some Winter Summerland major fans out there, and I do not want to be attacked on the internet for my lack of knowledge of when a mini golf course in Disney opened.
I'm leaving this in.
Thank you. Yeah. Great. Thanks.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna leave a bunch of hate comments.
It's gonna be like,
all the YouTube
cut out of the
birders.
magazine, like a murder note.
Definitely not Jess 101. Definitely not Jess 101 says, I can't believe you didn't know the dates that they opened.
This is ridiculous. You don't even know anything. You're not even a Disney fan.
He doesn't even go here.
Why do I sound like my middle schoolers?
I mean, that is the voice that I do for Jess's middle schoolers. I didn't even do anything. They're just out to get me, I swear.
That's such a good middle school impression.
It's very accurate. It's very
You want to see me touch the top of the doorway? I can do it. Oh, God.
It's engagement rage bait.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
All I do is rage bait. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
was there anything else about mini golf that we needed to talk about?
What is good to know is that usually when you do one side of the course, if you want to do the other side, this is Winter Summerland, but it does also apply to Fantasia. If you do one side and want to do the other, usually they will offer it to you for half price. I have also seen them just like giving it to folks for free if you're getting pixie dusted. Like if it's a particularly slow day, they're not like super, intense about it. So if you really liked it and you want to extend your mini golf time, they do offer deals for continuing on to do the other side of whatever course that you're on.
I mean, when they offer it with packages for free,
yeah,
not much. This is me shrugging my shoulders, those of you that are just listening and not watching. Exactly. Okay, I think, are we ready to move on from the golf conversation? That was way lengthier than I was anticipating a golf conversation going on this podcast.
Golf is an important subject. It is very deeply meaningful to a lot of people.
This is true.
Not me, but a lot of people.
Not you. I don't even know you.
Same vibe. Okay. We can move on from the golf, though.
Okay. Are you sure? Is there anything else you need to speak about before we move on to something far less
Jess is
athletic?
shaking her head like, for the love of God, whatever joke you're trying to think of, don't make it.
Just don't do it.
I'm taking this opportunity to take a quick drink.
You're going to think of this joke like 10 minutes from now and just blurt it out in the middle of us
100%.
talking about something completely unrelated to golf.
Yeah. Oh, so you've had a conversation with me before, I see. Yeah.
Just a few.
100% how it's going to happen.
Just a few. All right, are we good over there?
All right,
yes.
We're good.
Okay.
We can move on from the golf conversation.
Okay. So yes, let's talk about something, and now for something completely different. Let's talk about something that is a complete alternative to any sort of physical activity, because all of the other things that we have talked about have some sort of physicality related to them. And that is that at the one of the resorts, at the Coronado Springs Resort, you can actually do Spanish mosaic art. Which I love this. This is one that I have shared before. We've talked about it on Mom Street before, but I love that this is an option. So again, this is something inside, indoors, in the air conditioned, not, walking around on a golf course looking for birds, whatever you want to do over there.
I am the way that I am. I won't apologize.
But yes, Coronado Springs offers a mosaic art class in which you can make your own Disney-themed art project. The class runs for 2 hours, and they have it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 1 to 3 p.m. So it's a little tricky to kind of get to and coordinate, maybe, because you want to make sure you get over there in plenty of time, but 1 to 3 is your window that you're looking at there. Classes run $30 per participant, and that price does include all of the supplies. Most often what I see them make are like a garden stepping stone style mosaic where they give you all the little gem pieces, and you get to arrange them as you see fit. But it's typically like a round stone with a Mickey head in the middle, and then you can kind of decorate around the outside of it with that. So the $30 includes all of the pieces that you need for that. Instruction from your Disney cast member that's going to kind of walk you through the process, and then a travel carrying container to help you safely bring that home. So that is a super fun activity to do. Do keep in mind, I don't think there's a specific set age limit for this activity, but you want to make sure that whatever kiddo you're taking is going to be, interested and able to kind of sit for about 2 hours to do that type of a project. So plan accordingly when it comes to that. And I do know that they are pretty strict on their time. A friend of the podcast, Victoria, I know has done this before, and she ran out of time and was a little frantic at the end. So just don't feel rushed, but maybe just make sure you complete your project in a timely manner, so that way
move at a good clip. That's all.
Yes, exactly. But they do box it up for you, so that you can take it home. I would just be aware of the fact that it is still breakable, so you may just want to plan accordingly about how it goes into your luggage if you're flying, to make sure that it doesn't get jostled around too much, because I have heard of, if people are not careful, edges will break and crack off. So just something to be aware of for sure.
I do also just want to add that you're right, the shape is normally a Mickey head, but I did see that they have started offering seasonal shapes too.
Ooh.
So I saw somebody do a black cat one. There was a pumpkin Mickey one that somebody did. There was a Christmas tree themed one. So they do rotate offering seasonally. They have the standard ones, right? Of course, the Mickey and Minnie heads, but it does seem like they've started to introduce some seasonal shapes in there as well.
I love that. See, my problem would be I would want to get all of them done. I want to make one of every kind that they have to offer.
Yep. 100% true. Yep. I am not known for being decisive.
It's so true. So true. Okay, so I think that brings us to our final recommendation here in our unique things to do at Walt Disney World, and that is actually another art themed activity at Coronado Springs. So for whatever reason, Coronado Springs is this, center of all of these art themed activities that you can do, but that is what they call the Colors of Coronado painting experience. So this is a 2-hour class that is facilitated by local artists, which I love that they bring in local artists to do stuff. Love that. And again, it runs in that afternoon time, but this is just on Fridays from 1 to 3. So again, a little tricky maybe to coordinate depending on your trip and where you might be on a Friday afternoon from 1 to 3. But maybe you can make it work. And it is $45 per person for that class. The designs that they do rotate every month. So it's not the exact same every time that you go, and no art experience is necessary. You will be guided through this artistic process, if you will, whenever you go. So the designs are selected similarly to other group painting classes. So they're broken down step by step and can come out looking great regardless of your comfort level with art if you do choose to go. So yeah, just another super fun activity that you can find at Disney that, some of these I feel are little hidden gems, not to make a pun off of the mosaic gems. That was completely unintentional, but hey, I'll take it.
A good one nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes, I thank you for appreciating my poorly told joke. Anyway, but yeah, super fun, kind of off the typical path things that you can do. And those last two, especially if you're staying at Coronado, that is perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I do just want to throw out, as we're sort of wrapping up, that like you were saying, Jackie, right? it can be a little hard with some of these things to sort of fit it in your schedule, especially if you're not staying at the resorts where these are being offered. But there are so many things going on at any given Disney resort. So please just check with the cast members at the front desk when you're checking in. See what's going on, see what's being planned. We have seen all kinds of seasonal activities and pop-ups when we've stayed, right? We've seen bracelet making classes, we've seen sand art workshops, we've seen s'mores by the campfire, we've seen movie nights, we've seen paper crafts, and this is just, it's not really advertised, it's just like arts and crafts being put on at the resort. So please make sure that you're always checking with your resort. Just say, hey, you know, is there any scheduled activities coming up over the next couple of days? You know, that way it's a little bit easier on you to get a fun, special, unique experience, and usually some kind of souvenir out of it, right? And something fun for the kiddos to do. Who doesn't love a fun bracelet making class or s'mores? I have never met a kid that didn't go wild for s'mores, myself included, right? So it's me. I'm the kid who goes wild for s'mores. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that these resorts offer all these extra things, right? They just sort of stumble onto them, and that's what happened to us. We only found out that almost every resort puts on something most days because we walked in one time to a bracelet making thing. Like, I physically almost walked into the table as I was rounding the corner. You know, so always check when you're you know, checking into your resort, what's the event schedule, what's happening, what's planned. So yeah.
Yeah, and something else that you can do alongside of that is there are so many Facebook groups for all of these different resorts, and I will frequently get on if it's like a resort that I know I stay a lot. Like, we stay a lot at like Pop Century. That's just one of the resorts that we like to stay at. So I'm on that group, and I'm looking at, there are people in those groups that will post the activities board, because you can't find it online. Disney doesn't post it online unless someone physically is at the resort, takes a photo of it, and then posts it online for people to see. But I will like scroll back to the month that we're going to visit, like from the previous year, to see what different activities that they have, because a lot of the times you can find a ton of really cool stuff, especially like during the holidays. Like, we went during Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and we went over to Port Orleans just to grab some beignets, because that's what you do, because why not, right? And they had like this little table in the lobby set up, and they were handing out these little like ornament kits that the kids could make for like Christmas time. So like, there is always so much to do at your resorts if you just take a few seconds and like look around, ask the front desk, or usually the big boards with all the activities are by the main pool area of your resort. So if you like can't find it, front desk is really busy, you don't want to wait in line to ask, you know, up there, head to your pool area, because chances are good that you'll find it over there.
Yeah, and I feel like this goes back to what we always say, which is like, I know it's really tempting to be like, run, 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 go, go, go. You have to see and do and hit everything, but trying to build in some of these experiences really allow you to slow down and just enjoy the fact that you are on a vacation. You can be making these memories with your family, especially these resort activities or some of the art things, or even fishing, right? Like, I don't know, just these unique experiences that really make this vacation feel extra special and really can help you have lifelong fantastic memories. I mean, I'm talking about mini golf that I did with my family 25 years ago, right? And it's like truly some of my favorite Disney memories, because I love Fantasia. I always have. And like, just when I think about how much fun that mini golf was, it's mini golf, right? Like, that's not necessarily special, but the environment and the memories that you can then have attached to these doesn't have to be necessarily a big theme park day where you spent $1 bajillion and you got the perfect picture in front of the castle, and you got the family outfits perfectly coordinated, right? Like, simple small moments are like often the most meaningful, especially with family, especially with kids. So, you know, just something to think about as you're maybe planning to incorporate some of these into your next trip.
Yeah, and a lot of these activities would be really great for like, if you've got multiple ages of kiddos and maybe your younger ones need a nap break, but your older ones maybe don't, but they're not like old enough that you can like leave them in the park by themselves yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like these are great activities if you can kind of divide and conquer that way, and you know, have them do some of these art classes, or one of the experiences that we talked about. I wouldn't send them horseback riding by themselves, but fishing is probably okay, you know, dock fishing, I think they could handle that.
The dock fish, again, those two kids were taking off down the path. They were going to go dock fishing whether anyone was there or not. It was like, I don't even, Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn were just going. Like, it was crazy.
Right, exactly. So, all of that being said, hopefully this gave you guys something new to consider on your next trip, and something to think about whether or not you want to include it in your plans. I think we've said all that we came to say. Duck and Jess, did you guys have anything else to add before we sign off for this episode?
Nope. I think we are
beautiful
for one time out of things to say.
Look at how succinct we were today. I'm so proud of us. Yay! Golf clap. Get it?
Golf clap.
Get it? I'm funny. Again, I'm
not
funny.
Trail clap, yes.
I'm not funny at all. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode of Mom Street USA. As always, if you've got experiences to share with us, if you've got something you want to hear us talk about on a future episode, or you just want to reach out and say, hey, we would love to hear from you. So you can always find us momstreetusa@gmail.com, or you can find us at Mom Street USA on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, those places like that.
All the places.
Yes, all the places. And don't forget that we've got our Patreon account that is up and running. You can find us over there also at Mom Street USA. We'd love to hear from you. I've got some information posted over there right now, asking for our community's input for some of our upcoming episodes. So we definitely want to hear from you over there. So if you've got an idea that you'd like to throw out in the ring of things that we could cover, head over to our Patreon and comment over there, and we will take a look at those and see what we can do. So all that being said, I don't know what's coming up next week, because Patreon's going to tell me what's coming up next week at this point in time. So stay tuned for that. But for now, that will do it for this episode of Mom Street USA. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we will see you on the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And I'm going to stop recording.
Nailed it. Good job, team.
Yay. Okay, this is the one thing I need to see. What is
that might be the shortest podcast we've done. Recorded.
I know. I'm so proud of you guys. What happens if I do this? Oh, I'm moving us. Whee! This is what I have to figure out, because I don't like this. Meow. Oh no. Too much. Oh no, too much. Ah!
Oh god. There's blood everywhere. My leg.
Oh, see, that's not gonna work either. Oh, boo. Okay. Now I broke it.
Ripperoni pizza.
I know. I was just trying to figure out the whole mouse thing, and like why I can just see my mouse all the time. That's what I was trying to figure out. And I'm just moving us all over the screen. I don't know what this looks like on YouTube. It probably looks a little wonky. Whee!
I don't know why my go-to is always to sing the Street Fighter theme.
That's fine. We're good. You're doing great. Thanks, Sarah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
All right, friends. I think it's time to go. I have to get up at 5 a.m.
You poor damn thing.
Godspeed.
I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging.
Thanks, friends.
Thanks for coming over to YouTube and joining us on this new crazy adventure. Sorry, Anna. I didn't mean to make you dizzy. I was just trying to figure out visually here.
For everyone.
I know, right? But yeah, thanks for joining us over here and still coming and chatting with us. I know it's different and it's weird and I know.
It'd be like that, as the kids say.
It does. But I appreciate you guys all for being here and for finding us over here. But yeah, we're gonna go because I need to go to bed desperately.
We gotta call this
2 hours ago. So I love you all.
We love your faces.
Good night.
Bye. Godspeed. Be safe, everybody.
Yes.
Be safe.
Be safe. Be warm. Bye. Love you.